Hi everyone and welcome to the very first Campfires Casks Ramblings. So sometimes when I'm filming these trips I like to set up the camera to capture a few atmospheric shots, like while I'm making breakfast or having a coffee or whatever it is I'm doing, and then I just like to just simply leave the camera running. And what often follows are conversations that never make it into the main videos. You know, they're not scripted, they're not planned, and they're certainly not polished. They're just genuine chats between friends around the camp. So, in this first Ramblings episode, breakfast turns into a conversation between myself, Ben, who you may know from Ben Hikes and Camps, and Mike, also known as Spareman, about hammock camping, different setups, and a few tips we picked up along the way. So come along, grab yourself a brew, or whatever it is you're drinking, and come and join us.
Okay, be back, are you?
Oh, no, I'm going back. Well, I was looking to see if you could eat thing in the woods that I didn't know about.
Is it?
Not really.
Everyone wants water, I've got loads of it.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Remember there's some spots I pinged when we came over Eve that time, before we got here, sort of down track that way. Remember there's a few little spots we found could be good for camping. Yeah.
Yeah, the issue I had last night was firstly, I had to abandon the mat to put in the mat in. Last time it worked well, this time it just was twisted and going round.
Oh, right, yeah.
I hated it. And in the end I thought I'd rather be cold.
And were you cold or?
No, I wasn't.
Because I was actually really hot, so
I was
I think.
really hot in there, so I thought that was nothing, so I just chucked it out. Then I just couldn't get in sleeping bags, sleeping bag kept twisting around.
Yeah.
And then I think I realised this morning it was because when I did it hammocking for the first time, I read a tip of having your head end slightly lower to stop yourself slipping down.
Yeah.
And I did that in Epping Forest, and I was like to a completely flat diagonal lay, and it all balanced out. And the problem last night is because of the trees.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because the straps are not as long as yours.
Yeah.
The head, it was slightly like that.
Yeah.
Or no, it was slightly like that. My head here.
Yeah.
And so I was going right down to the end, and
Exactly,
of course I
yeah.
had all the bunching up on the calves.
Yeah.
So I had to. It was all right. I slept well.
Your hammock probably isn't long enough as well. That's a pretty big thing, isn't it?
See, I'm only 5'8". I'm not like.
Yeah.
I think the width makes a difference because your diagonal lay.
Yeah, but when you get longer, it's also wider because there's less material to bunch up. Because it's the material being bunched up here, it's bunched up there.
So I don't know whether to get a one wind long one or a standard. The standard is still bigger than that.
The 11-foot one.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the same. It's like, I think you see, it's when you've got trees, when it's slope, it's quite hard to balance how level you are. And I had the same, so I found myself sliding, even though I thought I was laying pretty flat, I was sliding down towards
chin height.
So I had to keep kind of pulling myself back up.
Yeah.
And I
it wasn't just me then.
No, and then when I got for a wee about 3:30, I adjusted it and thought I'd move my feet higher, and it felt like a dip a while, but then I woke up again, moved down. So I just.
You just got. Yeah.
I wasn't in it for 2 nights. I'll adjust it a bit more now and make sure it's right.
It was really annoying me, but then when I did get the sweet spot, I felt so comfy.
Yeah.
Once I was there, I felt so comfy.
I do.
For me.
When you see me set my hammock up, I always put my chin against the tree, so every strap is chin height for me.
Okay.
Yeah, but what if it's trees? What if you're angry trees like that? So you imagine your trees like that.
The strap.
Yeah, but you're staying here chin height. It's still going to be on the one at the bottom. If it's the trees lower, it's still going to be the same.
Go somewhere flat. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
You can buy a
Get one of those little level
gauges, yeah. I should actually get one of those.
I think I've got one that works somewhere.
But it comes in a triangle 3D printed thing, so you get the right slag and you get the right thing.
But no, that's my favourite form of camping hammocking. Even though that wasn't perfect pitch, I still slept lovely. You know, I could turn on my side, on my back, you know, on my front even if I wanted to. And it's just, I just love it.
I think I'm going to persevere with it.
Definitely,
and I'm
definitely.
going to get a one wind. I think because I don't think I can just make a decision based on an Aldi supermarket.
No.
Hammer. But it's still good, and it's been all right. But it has its limitations because it's like as Mike said, it doesn't have as much material as
No.
It does bunch up.
I mean, a lot of people say the DD is not a great hammock, and I've only ever used a DD, so I can't judge. But I like that one. I mean, there is a few things like scrunching at the bottom a little bit, and other things. So it might be worth, like we were saying yesterday, it might be worth getting another hammock. But while I'm quite happy with that one, I can't see the point of of getting another hammock. But it did take me a while. It did take me about 3 or 4 trips in that to actually get used to it and enjoy it.
Did you have moments of like, I don't know if this is me?
The first time I did, but then I was between 2 trees, way too short. I was like a banana, and I had the mat in it because I didn't have an underblanket at that time, and it was just it was uncomfortable, really horrible. I think I did a couple of times, and Angela showed me how to pitch up.
Oh, she was a big.
Yeah, she's a big hammock, and from that we were down in the woods that time, and that really helped. And then you gave me some tips, Mark, about sort of the angles and all that sort of stuff, and more persevere with it. I love it, absolutely love it.
I did wake up this morning. I felt like it had gone down because when it was swinging in the wind, my back was brushing against the rucksack.
Oh right, yeah.
Then I looked across at yours and I thought, no, it's not much lower than yours.
No.
It was about the same.
Yeah.
But I do think. So when I put the straps on, I did it. I think I put them on maybe my chin height.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have done it sort of like head height for me because I'm not as tall as Mike. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's better to start off high.
Yeah, and go down.
Because I think the trick is, isn't it, if you can sit in it and your feet are almost at a right angle, like a chair.
That's right. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the measure, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
So that is quite.
You got to be able to sit in it. So I kind of just guess it really. I sort of put up that height and move it along, and then because I have that. I don't know if you saw. I have it in that sausage cover, so it's covered. It just sort of keeps it all in one. So I kind of sit on that, and then I can adjust whether my knees, whether it needs adjusting or not. But it's. I mean, it's a good way of camping. It was really nice not having the tarp up last night because I kept waking up sort of
looking.
Yeah, you could see saw a few stars earlier. I don't know if it was cloudy or not, but I was just watching the trees sort of sway. And every now and then you'd hear like creaking and banging, and then you hit like that way, and then you see as the wind comes along, the trees above me just sort of moving and knocking into each other.
I think I saw something scamper
over
the top of, I think like a squirrel or something.
Yeah, I saw that, something over there, sort of run across there.
No, when I was in the hammock,
I
saw it.
Yeah, that's same here. I heard something.
There wasn't a lot of wildlife about that I saw, but I don't.
Did you notice them, Mike? No birds. No storm chorus, because I was up at that time.
There never is on this road.
Isn't there?
No, never heard of storm chorus. I don't know why.
I heard some pigeons in the distance.
Maybe it's too wooded. Like they need to be near a field or something.
But owls.
Yeah, but owls don't really do storm chorus.
No, I didn't even hear owls last night.
Oh right, yeah.
I'm sure I've heard owls in here before. You must get little critters.
Loads of in forest.
Yeah.
In forest, you get the owls, you get the nunchuck here.
You got pheasants around every now and
All
then.
sorts.
Definitely got pheasants in here because they shoot them on the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a pheasant yesterday when we were walking up, I think.
Oh no, that was me. That was me struggling with his rucksack.
Yeah. That very one is compostable.
So do you know where you're cycling, Mike?
Yeah, right. I go slightly longer way. The set I've got now is good for one night, but I haven't got enough room for staircase clothes, any waterproofs. I still have to use a rucksack as well. I just want to use the rucksack for water.
Yeah.
So the bag I got in the middle of the bike, that can actually expand. So I've take the bottle cages out. Whee! I've got a separate zip on it so it can actually drop down and fill the frame more.
Yeah.
And that'll be used for like heavier items, so I'll keep them my gas bottle, my power bank, and I'll probably put a quick set in there and stuff like that. I think I need to see how I pick the setup and see how they do theirs.
What about that? Who's that? The guy who came on.
Yeah.
What's his name? You know his name, don't you?
Ed, yeah.
He does all stuff on Instagram. He's got really good stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could get a frame bag, but it's a little more weight at the front.
What about, can you get any more on your back? I know it's not ideal, but could you do is that an option where you could expand a little bit on the back?
Yeah, probably need to sort of balance it.
But panniers, like motorcycles, have them back.
I don't want too much sticking on the sides because of what the UK's like. Like you've got narrow trails with like thorns and you've got
True.
silly gates to get through. I like to keep the back quite narrow.
Yeah. What about chest rigs? Putting stuff on. Is that an option?
Nah, too much way at the front much. I don't like chest rigs. I think I just need to get the middle frame back sorted out.